Shout out to LTTV.
Shout out to LTTV.
Shout out to brother LTTV.
Shout out to LTTV.
Nobody's LT, and I'm certainly not implying that.
Shout out to LTTV.
Shout out to LTTV.
Shout out to brother LTTV.
Shout out to LTTV.
Nobody's LT, and I'm certainly not implying that.
LT cooking your ass.
Because I'm not into black women. I'm not into black women. I'm sorry. I'm not into those women. It's not. It's just the way it is. It's because I've been through a lot.
Do you believe all black women are, as described, what you said, argumentative, dismissive? They talk back and argue a lot. Do you think all black women, or just your experience, is like that?
Yeah, I wouldn't just say my experience, and I'm not going to say all.
When I interviewed Angry Man, he said, I teach men masculinity.
It's going to be hard to find that because most of them, in my experience, not just from my experience, from seeing it with friends, working with black women, meeting black women that my dad know, friends know, their girlfriends or ex-girlfriends, most of them typically have those behaviors and act the way that they act.
Right. And we initially was having a conversation. I'm like, oh, okay, I could see it. But then, like, I can see it.
But you said you've never dated a black woman.
No, I haven't. So
you teaching men masculinity, right? He got 600,000 subscribers, which means men are actually listening, which means they don't even know who they are at their core.
It was the attraction for me, and then also the height. I'm pretty tall, so I want somebody that I can look up to.
Cool.
Now, is she someone that's your type?
I think she's very gorgeous.
Thank you.
I am 6'2".
Oh, you got what you wanted, TV fame, right? Like, go. Like, what do you want me, a body? Don't play with me, nigga.
All right, this young man here, he wanted part two of the young man who does not date black women. Are you ready for it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now listen. Let me
Yeah, LTTV, Blunt Talk with LT, back at it with another video. All right, today we got a deep episode, y'all. We got a lot here. We have a lot to break down, a lot to react to, a bunch of videos. But before, you know what? Let's get into this one first. But then we have a new update. We have a new update via the Discord. Shout out to Stellar Crew. We have something to react to that is critical to the last video that we did, the last live stream, or 2 live streams ago, not the academics one, the one that we did on Floyd. Pause. We have some updates in relation to that one, some filthy updates, but let's get into this first. So we got this young black man blaming black women, saying black women are X, Y, and Z. We're going to let him speak for himself when he describes black women. And this is a new passport bro. By the end of the video, the guy that responded to this video in the first place, he's like, this guy, and this is what makes passport bros. And I'm like, his disdain for black women makes him a passport bro. I don't even understand this. There's more than black women in America. Why does that make you a passport bro? It seems like a terrible and a cheap excuse to get up on camera and just disrespect black women. If you want to go, then just go. Be celebrated. Go where you're celebrated, not tolerated. Nobody's saying anything bashful towards sentiments like that, but when you start hating on your own community and doing things like this is filthy work, y'all. Listen to the details, y'all.
Ask you a question. You have a black mom, right?
Yes, sir.
Black aunt?
Yep.
Black grandmother?
Black everything.
Black everything. And you respect these women, right?
I do.
You respect them greatly, and they do show you good character?
Yes.
All right, so let's dive a little deeper. As a whole, as a complete whole, do you believe all black women are, as described, what you said, argumentative, dismissive, they talk back and argue a lot? Do you think all black women, or just your experience, is like that?
Yeah, I wouldn't just say my experience, and I'm not going to say all. I'm not going to say just mine either.
Hold up, chat. My bad, chat. I got to make a adjustment to the volume. It seems a little low. I'm going to let this play through. I ain't going to stop it. Let's get it.
I've noticed it with, yeah, I wouldn't just say my experience, and I'm not going to say all. I'm not going to say just mine either. I've noticed it with me. I've noticed it with friends of mine, being around them with their black partners, black women as their partners. You see it every day online. Sometimes black women going viral for doing this or having some crazy expectation of a man. Anything. I mean, Kevin Samuels was a big.
Oh yeah.
Survey said.
Now, I'm going to let this play out and give my commentary after, but I have to interrupt here to say that this whole generation that lives too much through the phone, that they don't go outside, although we see this brother outside right now, you know what I'm talking about. You don't go out, you don't interact, you don't socialize, you don't have a social life outside of the internet. They rely on the internet and the bullshit that is entertainment. Entertainment. And then they use the highlights, the shitty moments, to try to build a perspective around their group that ends up having a self-hating perspective purported generally on these airways. Let's get back into this, man. People need to get the fuck off the internet and go outside and enjoy life, man. Tap out of this internet shit. It's not reality. It's entertainment, and people monetize this shit, bruh.
Big one right there. Rest
Showed
in
it every
peace.
night.
But no, I don't think that all black women act that way. There's a small minority, which I could say even I've met, that aren't as bad as what I'm talking about.
You hear that? He said there's a small minority that's not as bad as what he's talking about. Meanwhile, it's a small, loud minority that's visible on the internet that's responsible for this dusty-ass perspective. It's crazy.
But it still wasn't able to progress.
You think the majority is?
Yes.
Over the minority?
Definitely more than less.
You respect the black women in your life, though?
Yes, absolutely.
But the black women in your life are not the women that you are talking about.
No,
right?
no. So, I mean, girls that I've met that are outside of my blood, like, you know, girls that I've tried to date.
But you said you've never dated a black woman.
No, I haven't.
Survey said.
You are miserable.
Okay, so this is a young brother dressed like young Carlton Banks. Square, kind of a nerd dude, but you know, it is what it is. This guy says he's never dated black women, but he's getting up on these airways talking about black women are this, black women are that. You've never dated one, sir. What the hell is going on here?
Learn the rules.
So, and I girls that I've tried to date.
But you said you've never dated a black woman.
No, I haven't. So, and I've never have gotten to that point because it's just behaviors, mannerisms, things that you can see that just turn you off right then and there.
Right then and there. Okay, so to do this part 2, what is the main thing that you wanted to get out and you wanted to be said that you thought was missed?
Pretty much clarifying that it wasn't all black women, obviously. I already knew that the "who heard him" comments were gonna come. Does he speak like this around his mother, sisters, etc., aunts, whatever? Yes, my mom knows I think like this. Yes, my aunts know I think like this. Yes, my grandparent.
What about your dad?
He knows the most.
Look how this nigga's dressed though. Like, come on, man. Come on, man.
He knows the most.
He knows the most? Hold up,
Yes,
Chad.
my aunts know I think like this. Yes, my grandparent.
What about your dad?
He knows the most. He knows the most.
So you have a great relationship with your dad as well?
Yes, I have a great relationship with both of my parents. I barely know my mom, and I have a great relationship with my mom.
But your black aunt raised you?
Yes.
Okay.
What?
I have a great relationship with both of my parents. I barely know my mom, and I have a great relationship with my mom.
But your black aunt raised
you. barely know your mother. You were raised by your aunt, but you have a... You know what?
Yes. So
Okay.
my black aunt raised me, and I will say that my black aunt knows what I'm talking about, but obviously since she's a black woman, she doesn't
agree.
She doesn't like growl at it so hard like how I do.
She knows.
She's not like, yeah, that's totally, she's like, well, those kind of women, they're just gonna, they'll figure out in the future that...
And you have said there's some beautiful black women, some attractive black women.
Absolutely, yes.
And I, for one, I do believe the longer you live, the more you'll live and learn. And I do believe if you date a real black woman, not a girl with child...
He hasn't dated a black woman at all. You're talking about a real black woman. He hasn't dated any black woman. This is a young nerd kid with his shirt tucked in, the belt looking. What is this, bro? Like, the drip is hurt, bro. I'm sorry. What are we doing out here? Outside of the drip, this is a young man, very young, no experience, has not dated a black woman, and he chooses to get up on these airways and espouse this rhetoric. It makes no goddamn sense.
Oh, yes. The camera loves your nastiness.
Clearly raised in the suburbs, clearly starving for some sort of attention.
Like behavior. But when you get into a situation where you may meet a real black woman, a black queen, I think you will find some really good love in that area, if it happens.
Now, to counter that argument a little bit, because most people might go agree with what you said. Now, you said a little bit longer when I find the right black woman, right? So to kind of jump off of that, it shouldn't be when I have to find. That just goes to show that it's more than none that have those childlike behaviors. It's going to be hard to find that because most of them, in my experience, not just from my experience, from seeing it with friends, working with black women, meeting black women that my dad know, friends know, their girlfriends or ex-girlfriends, most of them typically have those behaviors and act the way that they act when I meet them.
All right, so in closing, what would you want to say? Give me about 10-15 seconds.
Closing?
Yeah, what would you like to say to end this part 2?
Well,
because we're not doing a part 3 now.
Yeah. I don't have much more to say unless somebody comes with some ridiculous comment, which it hasn't been anything I haven't expected. I already expected who heard him. Does his parents know he thinks like this? Yes. Mom, dad, grandpa, aunts, they all know. They all agree. They know it themselves. They're embarrassed, just like I am. Our sisters shouldn't be.
Are you sure they're not embarrassed of you, sir? Nigga, you ain't got no woman at all, but you're speaking down on black women. You have not dated a black woman at all, and this is your rhetoric, talking about the things you've seen, and you're definitely gauging a lot of the shit off of the bullshit you see on social media.
Nigga, you just hating, feel me? That's why you ain't never gonna have no paper, ain't never gonna have no bitches, feel me?
The problem is you don't want to discount folks' experiences, because I see folks in the chat trolling saying dumb shit like that. We've listened long enough. We've given grace long enough to listen to a bevy of folks with their complaints, and we find out all the goddamn time it's them. There's something wrong with them all the time. That is always the truth. They're disparaging their own kind. There's always something wrong with them, their selection, their choices, their options out in the dating sphere. They're always struggling. Always. It does not fail.
Behaving the way they behave, but they do. It's just unfortunate. So,
all right. Well, I pray as you continue to live longer, you'll see some difference. All right. All right. That's part 2, y'all.
Absolutely.
And that right there is basically what creates a passport bro.
Now, this suburban square, this nerd, has an issue with black women, but that right there is what creates a passport bro.
What the hell was that?
See, I'm not comprehending that. You have hate and disdain for black women, but that makes you a passport bro. Where you gonna go? What love you gonna get? Let's listen before we get into the next statement where Hamp speaks about angry man teaching masculinity. We have a lot to react to here. Before we get into that, we have to deviate off course real quick. We have an update from the last episode, or 2 episodes ago, with Passport Bro Floyd. We have some absolute filthy work out here. Listen to this, y'all. Listen to this. Let me get a timestamp of where we're at so I can remember where the fuck we at. 7:39. I'll just remember that. It is what it is. Look at this, y'all.
No. Sí, bonita mujer. Bonita. Años.
Now, he's Años. He's asking what her age is. This was 8 months ago. This is still up on Floyd's channel.
I've seen him do it.
He says, we reacted to him talking about age of consent and blah, blah, blah. And he was like, oh, no, you're lying on me, blah, blah, blah. It's like, bro, you said it. We reacted to your own words. You said that you talk to 18-year-olds worldwide. That's your federal standard, although you were speaking about age of consent that was much lower than that. For some reason, you were investigating that. For some filthy reason, you were doing that. Nonetheless, you said 18. You go by federal American law. That's what you said. This woman right here, she responds by saying she's 18. You said you checked IDs when they say that and they look younger. And what do we have here?
The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
Watch this, folks.
Años? So, 1. Okay. 1. Okay. She's 18. Yeah, she's 18. 18. So she's grown, guys. Don't worry. So she's grown. What the fuck?
Bro grabbed her straight out of the high school. But what are we doing? Man, this is filthy work out here. She has braces. She looks like a minor. She don't look like 18. She can't provide the identification when he asks. He said they can't. Bro, this is filthy work out here. This is filthy work.
Now Nintendo. Oh, the city, right?
No,
Bonita. Yeah. So yeah, I don't speak Portuguese.
She's
18. It's completely legal. What I do when I go to countries is we are going off of law. So federal law in the United States, that's what I go off of, all right? 18 and up. It's completely legal. She's legal.
I'm not saying if you have braces, you have to be a minor, RT. Stop being a goddamn troll. She looks like a goddamn minor. She looks young. She has braces. She has the whole youth look. Like, she looks like a child. If you're attracted to this, bruh, it's like, what are we doing out here? As you can see in the chat, Slim Creeper says, LOL, in America, they'd call him a predator. That's what, come on, man. What are we doing out here?
In Brazil, it's a lot lower to be legal, but we're not doing that nasty. We're not doing no nasty shit like that. We're not on this channel for now. So grown is the only way to go. So 18 is up. 18, she's legal. She's bonita mujer. And that's what's important. So where's her ID? ID? Identification. Card. ID card? She's ID card. ID card. Man, y'all, why y'all?
Understand, the person that asked for her ID was in the chat. They said, where's her ID? That guy ended up getting blocked. He ended up getting blocked in the chat. That's why you no longer see his comments, but you hear him reading the comments from the chat. Listen closely, man. This is filthy work. And what he says following people calling him a predator for his actions, this is filthy, man.
We need to work. We need to be more focused on these donations. ID, identification, card. ID card? She's ID card. ID card. Man, y'all, why y'all hating on me, bro? Why y'all hating?
A man asked for the ID card, and he said, why y'all hating? What do you mean hating, bro? She looks like a child, and they're asking questions.
Just hating.
Eu volto para novinha vai desse ano.
Just hating.
Ai, barulhento.
I'm gonna translate that to see what that says.
Cara, motorista, esse gringo aqui, motorista, igual por esse gringo. A live dele aqui, engraçadinho.
So yeah, that's what.
Flamengo, sim, yes. Flamengo, go again.
What is Flamengo?
Yeah, Flamengo.
What is Flamengo? Flamengo. What is Flamengo?
Lógico que eu tô segura, meu Deus. E ela, ó, tá me sequestrando.
See, this is a problem.
I don't know if y'all can see through this 240p footage, but look how young this child looks. Like, what are we doing out here, bruh? What the hell is going on?
I don't know the language, bruh. So she's bonita mujer. So, yeah, man, we're in Rio, Brazil. We're in Rio, Brazil. And that's what's important. For Brazil's birth, I think if you're American and you want to have a vacation and meet people, have a good time and be friends with people, you know, Brazil, she's not underage. I know for a fact. Nice try, bro.
Bro, you said you know for a fact that she's not underage, but in this cab ride, she said she was 18 and failed to provide identification. So you know for a fact how? How? You're just saying that to please the viewers, meanwhile you're running off with a minor? Because it's legal down there? But come on, man, this is filthy work.
Learn the rules! Nice try, Joe. Nice try.
Definitely.
You see all those tattoos on arms? None of that.
Survey said.
Bro, what are we doing out here? It's 2024. Do you know how much teenagers have tattoos? Tattoos is not indicative of an adult. That's not an adult status just because you have tattoos. Of course, tattoo parlors are not supposed to be tatting up folks that are minors. But folks are getting tattoos everywhere. We see 15, 16-year-olds with tattoos all the goddamn time. What are we talking about out here?
Again!
Tá.
But I'm gonna
Com certeza.
I'm gonna ignore the comments. And anybody that suggests otherwise, Adam, go ahead and ban them. Go ahead and ban them. See, you know what it is? They're so mad that I'm actually successful.
Você realmente gosta dele? Sim, eu gosto dele.
They're mad. You like me? Yeah. Sim, bonita mujer. So, Adam, you have you have my permission to ban people who are insinuating that sort of thing. It's very, very disgusting and very unethical.
These are your actions, sir. So you're doing these actions. Folks are calling you out and saying this doesn't look right. And then you're saying they're unethical, so block them. You said that you always ask for ID and get the ID confirmation, even though they might get away with faking some ID. What are we doing out here, bro? This is proof you don't. This is proof you don't.
I've seen him do it.
Ethnicable. So, yeah, this is my amigo.
Did he say what did he say?
Very, very disgusting.
It's ethical. What did he say?
Very unethical. Unethical. Unethical.
Unethical. What? What?
So, yeah, this is my amigo. Where are you from? Rio. She's from Rio. Rio, Brazil. Anybody that's insinuating that towards me without actual evidence and proof to back up what your claims are, you need to be banned from my channel. You know you have no place here at all. Bro, you can't find anybody. You know what's crazy, bro? You go to America and you talking about looking better looking, because she's pretty. Okay, she's pretty. I don't care what you got to say, travel world. She is very pretty, and you're just upset. Okay, I don't know why you're upset, but she is pretty. Okay, so the fact is, start banning them comments. Start banning them comments. What does she do for a living? What part?
Copacabana. Botafogo.
Copacabana. See, you're diving in. She's 18. 18? 18. One. Años. 18.
Ignore it.
Jack, you have the ability to ban anybody at this point, because I don't want to be associated with that sort of thing. Okay.
You don't want to be associated with that sort of thing, so how about you don't actually be associated with that activity in practice, because that's what you're doing. You want to do it and be unaccountable for it when folks point you out and be like,
I've seen him do it.
I don't understand. I don't understand this behavior. This is too common on the internet when folks just want to do shit and want to be unaccountable for it, and when folks call them out, they're like, oh, what are you doing me wrong for? It's like, nah, what the hell? You're not a goddamn victim.
So yeah, that's what it's all about, man. You guys are.
So that's that clip. Let's get back into the primary production here, chat. That was an update from the last video, because he tried to say we're lying on him and he doesn't do X, Y, and Z. It's like, bro, these are your words we reacted to, and now these are your actions that we're reacting to. I don't know what more you want, bro. I don't understand it. You got caught in the act. It is what it is. What more evidence do you need, nigga?
What more do you want from me?
Do you believe all black?
Now let's get back into this video. We already reacted to this passport, bro. I don't know how his hatred for black women in America, while not dating a black woman in America.
All right, that's part 2, y'all.
Absolutely.
And that right there is basically what creates a passport, bro.
This here, the topic, it is broad.
Now, for some reason, their disdain and their hatred for black women in America makes them go down to Colombia.
I pay for the pussy, okay. I'll just pay for the pussy, okay. I pay for the pussy, okay.
I don't understand it. So you guys have this hatred and disdain for black women, so what you do is go down to Colombia and pay for the pussy? Are you sure it's not you, sir?
But this is seemingly something I surmised that bothers me, to be honest. And a lot of it comes from
Everything good. I told you everything good. Hey, please, delete the video, delete the video, delete the video, delete the video, and you don't delete.
the rhetoric or the teachings or the seemingly accepted understanding of so much. When I interviewed Angry Man, he said, I teach men masculinity. Right? And we initially was having a conversation. I'm like, oh, okay, I could see it. But then, like, I can see it.
Nah, I seen this shit and I fell out. I'm like, yo, what do you mean? He's like, wait, I could see it? He's like, what do you mean you could see it? Why are you teaching? It's not even 600,000. At this point, it was 600,000. He has 700,000 subscribers and he's teaching men masculinity. This is bad, bruh. When these men get up on the platform and complain about women, but they need to be taught masculinity from the angry man, a nigga on a screen collecting cash apps and super chats.
I'm getting rich.
This is crazy to me. It is crazy.
Teaching men masculine, right? And we initially was having a conversation. I'm like, oh, okay, I could see it. But then, like, I can see it. You teaching men masculinity, right? He got 600,000 subscribers, which means men are actually listening, which means they don't even know who they are. And
that is crazy. My bad, y'all. I'm not letting this play through. I pause it too much sometimes. I ain't gonna lie.
Teaching men masculinity, right? He got 600,000 subscribers, which means men are actually listening, which means they don't even know who they are at their core. How can you not be insecure if that be the case? If we are raised at a deficit, meaning we're raised by women predominantly because we're born with our mothers, we're born out of wedlock, etc., how would I not come up with insecurities?
Now, to me,
Survey said.
no disrespect to Hamp, not his talking point. I'm talking about the folks that complain and use that as a crutch. You're a grown-ass adult. You're a grown-ass man. Figure it the fuck out. How have you not maneuvered life enough to be around enough men to understand, or not even just being around enough men. You're a man your goddamn self. This perplexes me. Do you have these grown-ass 30, 40, 50-year-old men talking about they didn't have a father in the house, so they didn't learn masculinity, and that's why they're such a bitch? It's like, nah, nigga, you being unaccountable for the damage that you incurred as a child. You've not done the healing. You have not progressed to become a man and stay in your masculinity. So now you want to complain and blame everybody else. You want to blame the women for not acting right while your dumbass entertains them. Again! Not knowing how to maneuver, not knowing how to establish your own value and get the treatment that you deserve or you perceive that you deserve. A lot of entitled folks out here expecting things that they haven't really worked for. It's crazy out here, but let's get back into this.
I swear to God, I never ever operated in the earth talking about women control access to this, that, and the third. And this ain't even about women, right? It's just about the mindset and ideology. Every time you get in with her, right? You approach her. We understand that we make the initial approach. She got to accept the fact that she like us or don't. After that, women become assets. When you get in her head and she start to like you, they do what you ask them to do. People always be arguing. That don't define nothing. But Aaron, at the fight, your wife was there. Whatever you needed, she would do.
That's facts, bruh. You have all these niggas bitching about women, but we never get to the point where we establish conversations where we're speaking about how much of an asset a woman is in your life and how much further you go when having the right woman. They don't speak about these things. They don't speak about the positives. It's always complaints about women. They hear women complaining about men and they just want to join in.
Just like a woman.
Niggas just be jealous of women because they get it off, and it's like, bro, this is women globally of every race. This is what they do. What are you complaining about it for? Women are different than men, but you want to be them so badly. It's like you're wondering why you're missing the masculinity. I don't understand these folks. But shout out to Jay the Informant with the $2 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
Jay the Informant says, LTTV, you know damn well those numbers are fake. I don't actually. I don't. There's many ways to establish numbers on this platform. There's a lot of Google ads that people run to inflate their numbers. There's shorts that they do to inflate numbers. The vertical live streams inflate the numbers on the live streams. There's many tactics to make your numbers actually higher, but it's not fake. It's not bots. It's just tactics to get bigger numbers. So yeah, some of the numbers, some of the subscribers aren't the same. They're not the subscribers that give you high retention. Some subscribers are more valuable than others because some are passive watchers that only watch shorts. They don't watch your live stream. So you'll have 700,000 subscribers in your live streams. Live streams will still do smaller numbers because these folks are only here for the shorts. So there is that, but I don't know, man. I don't know. If you have a plaque and you're doing numbers and you get money off your platform, for me to call the subscribers fake without any actual solid proof, because I have folks all the time telling me the subscribers are fake, but I don't have proof, so I'm just going to leave it alone. Shout out to Jay the Informant with the $2 as well. Shout out to you. Let's get it.
100%.
But we it's like we teaching cats, yo, just hope for the best. Yo, just don't say the wrong thing. Yo, let her drive the car. But do we ever teach when the transition happens? When she get on your team and willing to do any and everything for you.
Yeah.
We go through this thing where women initiate most of the divorces, right? This makes sense when you line it up with other stats. If the average body count is 80% of is ugly. Men don't have access to women. Women know they can get access. Leaving because they don't got nowhere to go. We always talk this duty and responsibility. 99% of us in a 50-50 relationship. She paying just as much bills as I'm paying. Less than 15% of divorces end in alimony. Now, men lose with the kids, right? Which
you hear all these broke ass niggas complaining about spousal support and alimony, and it's like, nigga, you ain't even on it. Your girl makes more money than you. It's like a lot of these talking points, these niggas act like, oh, I'm a high value man, I'm not getting the results that I deserve. It's like, my nigga.
Hell no. Trash ass nigga.
High value subscriber.
The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
RT the Brand is a whole troll talking about high value subscriber. Man.
Get him out of here. He's got no place in here. Get rid of him. Okay.
I would argue is probably a big reason why men want to stay, just make sure they could be with the kids. But a lot of that other shit don't even apply.
Yeah.
When I listen, because I'm thinking about the security in men. When I listen, the why nots are louder than the whys.
Yeah.
They will take what Mr. Fantastic says regarding why not.
No, he was saying the average body count was 8 for a man at the age of 35, 36. There was a study and they're talking about that, and they're talking about average body count for a man at that age is 8. They weren't talking about the women.
More than the shit that he say about the whys.
Yo, can we get these likes up, chat? Can we get these goddamn likes up?
It's always the reason why we can't do some shit, or we ain't successful in something, or it's always somebody else's fault. I ain't never been raised as a man blaming others. At the very least, I'm going to control what I can control.
Bro, you're not even a member. Members are high value subscribers. They're literally bringing high value by paying monthly, bro. Even on the 99-cent member chat, like that's high value. This is not participation trophy land, y'all. Not everybody's created equally. It is what it is. It is what it is, man. High value subscribers.
No, you ain't.
Learn the rules.
Get that membership. Get that consistency where you promote the like button, the PayPal and all that. Become a mod. That is high value subscribers, bruh. Come on, man.
And then I'll go to the...
You know what? I think Lucky was right when she said I'm an asshole and I ain't shit.
The other party. So I have a couple things listed, right? What makes us insecure? But this part here is the problem. We said that we pursue so much for the acknowledgement of women. Every single time I start talking about getting money and etc., it's so that we can have
Shout out to Jay the Informant with the gifted 1 LTTV membership. Shout out to you. Shout out to Vaughn for becoming a member with that gifted membership. Now, Vaughn deserves that membership, that gifted membership. I still remember when this nigga gave me that Crunchyroll password. Shout out to you, Vaughn, my nigga. Let's get it.
access to women. That sound like some insecure. Now, is it feasible? Is it plausible? Do we want women's attention? Sure. But I always thought that the women would come with it as a perk, not the goal. But don't tell me every time I pick weights up and put them down, I'm doing it in the interest of women. That don't sound like an intrinsically driven man.
It doesn't. You're not. If you're doing it for external validation, then you're not intrinsically driven. My name is Lyrical Threat LT. I've been a rapper for the past 14 years, my nigga. Well, way longer than that, but I've been putting out records that long. I haven't put out a record in a long goddamn time. Yes, my nigga. Only free question I'm answering from you Floyd fans. You know this guy, you know what? I'm not gonna give y'all any especially you, my nigga. Call in and then spit. That's the only way we're gonna hear that shit about struggle bars.
Get him out of here. He's got no place in here. Get rid of him. Okay.
If external factors are the reason why you pursue and do things, you got a different problem. Because now what you predicate yourself on is based on what everybody say or see or approves of. I can't be that fucking secure if that's the case. But we've been preaching this. We've been saying it. The men that they listen to and wondering why the young boys is falling down. Why the young boys ain't approaching women. You know why we approached? Because we didn't give a shit.
Facts.
It was called self-esteem. Now it's called we-esteem.
Facts, bro.
We used to get our
That's facts. All these participation trophies. Shout out to DJ Hamp, bro. All this we-esteem. Get that shit the fuck out of here. Shout out to DJ Hamp. This is what it comes down to, man.
We've kicked in 10 times a night. Who gives a shit?
Facts, bro. Who cares? Pussy ass niggas, man.
Parking lot pimping. I don't even see it no more.
Nah, that's still happening, bro. We still out here.
I've seen him do it. Dancing with women. I don't even see it no more.
Man, y'all need to go outside. Well, he's a DJ. He's a DJ, so he's outside. He don't even see it anymore. What the hell is going on in the streets of Connecticut, bro? Out in my city, that's all we got. The fuck was that? Well, fuck.
What the hell was that?
That's all we doing, bruh. That's all we doing. But, you know, it's different out here.
Because people are internalizing this information and applying it in the most comfortable way. They apply it in a way in which they don't have to stand on nothing. They don't have to pursue, and it ain't their fault.
Bro, this man is spitting. Pause. They don't stand on nothing. They don't have to pursue, and it's not their fault. It's always the other person's fault. They always pointing the goddamn finger. Oh, these black women are this, and that. Have you ever dated one? No. It's like, then why we listening to you, nigga? What the hell? Come on, man.
They not hearing it how we want them to hear it. I was looking back at all those different shows. I did my due diligence before we got here today. Right? The reason why Mr. Fantastic get women ain't because he's 6'5". We just say that. We understand that it's an advantage. But Mr. Fantastic up here speaking for others. He ain't speaking for himself. But I think we haven't spoken as much life into these young boys as maybe we could have. And do we need to transition the message? Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. Y'all got it.
Eric, you want to go? Yeah, no, I mean, I agree. Everything you said makes sense. And when I think about it, I think, you know me, I like to take everything back to the beginning and make things very scientific. It becomes more clear and simple that way. I think one of the reasons why is because men are fewer than women, and the amount of men required to sustain society is fewer still. Just given the amount of sperm we produce versus the amount of eggs that are available, you need fewer men to produce and maintain a society. And women, we always say with the hypergamy argument, select the best of the available, right? 80% of men are unattractive to women. 80% of women are attractive to men. But that kind of follows the science, right? So why wouldn't most men be insecure? You're not needed. You don't make the cut. That's what science says. And I think that money and the pursuit thereof kind of balanced the tables. It leveled the playing field as far as what makes you eligible to a degree. It allowed a man to leverage his brain against another man's brawn. You need both, if we're honest, right? But like you said, picking up a weight and putting it down, yeah, that's a man being intrinsically motivated. But a man can hide his motivation to get women and make it look intrinsic by chasing the almighty dollar. Because then you can leverage the man that's over there making him feel physically capable. You can leverage his physical capability to your advantage just by becoming a CEO. Now,
I've seen
is when you're dangerous in both arenas. When you got cats like what's up on this panel, or you are physically and intellectually a beast. That's when you win. But if you don't have one or both, why wouldn't you be insecure? I get it. I don't blame him.
Mm-hmm. Was it fantastic?
So yeah, man. I actually absolutely agree. The first part of it, a major.
Wait. Hold up, chat. I'm sorry, chat. We got to get back into the. What the hell's going on in 2024? Is this right? Oh, okay. Okay. Yo.
Your reason for the dearth of
typos. Holy shit, bro. I was like, wait, what? I'm like, why would he say that? I was like, what's going on? What are you trying to tell us, Nightjade? What the hell was that? I was so confused for a second. Thank God. Okay, let's get back into this.
Of self-confidence in men is that they don't grow up around men, right? Hey, shut up. Stop that crying. Discipline. Hey, get cussed at. Get talked to harsh. That's a part of manhood, and that's why I say we're the last of that generation, bro. Literally, they talking about the last of a dying breed. After us, that's it. You know what I'm saying? The biggest divorce boom, or the beginning of the divorce boom, started like 80s, right? But even still, then back in the 80s, you had dads that were still there. You had uncles. You had men that had masculine principles. You had your granddad, right? So even if you weren't directly had it yourself, it was around you. Shout out to Marlon Wayans. Marlon Wayans talked about how, hey,
and this is where I disagree with Fantastic. I think a lot of this internet shit is overstated. I think it is a loud minority purporting the dust that we're facing in the community as it pertains to folks being or having an inability to relate to women, to engage with women, to go up to women and speak to women, to have meaningful relationships. I think that is an internet fiasco that is overblown. I don't think that is the norm. I go outside and I don't see that. But Hap, who is a DJ in Connecticut, says he doesn't see people. He's pretty much saying that he sees what is purported online. And that is crazy to me. I'm like, what the hell is going on in Connecticut? But, it is what it is. But he travels too. So he's around the city. He's around the country too. So I'm not going to localize it. That's what he sees. So it's more of an issue than I see, but
they had the only dad in the city, and they or in the neighborhood, and his dad had what, like 12 or 9 kids, or how many kids it was, you see? But he was not only a dad to his 9 kids, he was a dad to the neighborhood. So now that's moving far and far away, because there's no more cohabitation. The moms and the dads aren't even in the same household. You feel what I'm saying? So you got a whole neighborhood, and not one man is in one of those households, but how many boys it is, right? So that's a major part of it. Now, shout out to Angry Man. Now we're in the process of men being fathers to men, right? You got men, and it's crazy. It's a crazy concept, but at the same time, it's not that much, right? Because, and you know what I say, we definitely gotta give ourselves more credit and grace, right? Because, and I'm not saying I'm on the level, or any content creator is on the level of a therapist, or any type of health professional. But what I'm saying is this, okay? You can go to Angry Man, Hemp, Aaron, myself, and you're not gonna get in no therapist office. You're not, okay? And you paying him hundreds of dollars per hour, okay? A lot of the times, because black men specifically, I'm gonna bring it in the black realm, right? We haven't had this outlet, and like.
So is Mr. Fantastic saying that social media and conversations like this and platforms like this is more valuable than therapy? Is that what he's saying? Because that's what I'm interpreting.
And even that, the barbershop dead. We gotta stop even referring to this. The only barbershops you got is the literal fucking what's your boy? The the battle rap, what's his name?
Oh, which one?
With the barbershop podcast.
Matt Hoffa.
Yeah, Matt Hoffa, LeBron James. The barbershop now is literally a show, Ham. You can't just go sit up in no barbershop no more. Ain't no more walk-ins no more. You gotta have an appointment.
Nah, she's right about that. He's right about that part. He's right about that part. The days of just walking into a barbershop and getting a cut, it ain't happening anymore. You're sitting there for 4 or 5 hours and niggas looking at you like you don't got an appointment. So I understand. He's right about that part. Outside of that, the barbershop absolutely still exists. There's still barbershop conversation. There's still a man's hanging out in the barbershop speaking about locker room type talk. That still exists. So I don't know what he's talking about there, but you definitely have to book an appointment. It's a filthy work out here now.
You prepaying and pre-tipping through an app. So even the avenues and the, you know what I'm saying, the areas that we had to have that male camaraderie, and like you said, for the little boys, hey man, get your ass up and sweep up this hair. That's gone. Everything now is done through the phone and the internet. You feel me? Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I feel your gripes, but bro, that's dead. No, and the reason why women have gained so much control,
I think you're creating your own problem, bro. You're talking about all the outside venues of living in reality is dead and everything is now internet, and that's not the truth. That's not reality, bro. That's why all these incels are having so much problems. They're tapped into this shit too much. Taking advice from other men through screens. It's like, that's not the way. Get some perspective. Get insight. Of course you can get that. But being led by them, being fathered by grown men that don't give a fuck about you, I think this is crazy, bruh. This is crazy. I hear this shit and I'm like,
all due respect, shut the hell up. I want to hear that.
I hear the angry man trying to teach masculinity and I'm like,
all due respect, shut the hell up. I want to hear that.
I hear these guys talking about their leaders in the community and they're fathering niggas, and I'm like,
no, you ain't.
I'm like, this is crazy, bro. Who are these niggas?
Who are these niggas?
Quote is because everything is moved from the real life thing to the internet shit. Now, at the same time, men have a duty to maintain masculine frame, right, and carry things a certain way. But if you don't know, how can you do it, bro? You feel me? And that's what I think we're in the midst of trying to figure out. And for us especially, and this is why I stress it, bro. After the I'll say the 90s, like 89, 90, bro, it's looking bleak, bro.
No,
it's looking bleak.
All right, your name? Why you pop the balloon?
Trey. Now this is Pop the Balloon Jamaican edition, and this is in Toronto. This happened in Toronto. This is the media shit. This is what has folks thinking that this is real life dating. This is media. This is nothing. When I seen this shit, I'm like, this is my city. This is what the fuck? I'm like, what the hell's going on out here? This is folks gotta stop taking shit from the media and thinking it's reality, because this is not an accurate representation of what's going on in the dating scene in my city. But this is Pop the Balloon Jamaican edition. They came out to Toronto to do an episode. There's a lot of Jamaicans in Toronto. There's even a bleacher.
I've seen him do it.
Let's get into this chat.
And the reason why I pop my balloon, she remind me of somebody me not like. Wendy Williams.
Wait, what?
Why you have to say that?
This is what I'm talking about. This is not reality, bruh. This is reality television, YouTube television. Pop the Balloon. Niggas ain't just this whole interaction where he's just shitting on her, talking about you look like Wendy Williams. That's not happening in real life. These type of interactions are not real. This is media, bro. I don't know why I even have to say this, but folks are literally like confused now and they think this is reality.
Prison bar, good, you know. Good for true. Yeah, man. But she look good. Wendy Williams look good in her face too, so.
I saw it, girl.
Yeah.
All right, so how much did I rate her?
I give her 1.6.
Okay, I'll get that.
6, all right. What do you think about his appearance?
Well, I like he's my type. Tall, chocolate. Although, the style is not really my type, but, overall I'll give you a 9.
9.
Sweet me, you see? All right.
All right, let's go.
I'm getting rich.
Shout out to A-Lady747 with the $2 super chat. A-Lady747 says, Canadians been wilding all 2024. I ain't gonna disagree with you. We've been wilding a lot longer than that, but y'all just now noticed.
You sorry? Your name? Why you pop the balloon?
Smiley. Pop the balloon car. She look old.
Alright.
Alright. He's a very young youth, is it? Can't do it.
Now, this guy has the obvious bleach skin. Like, you see the skin like this, and you're like, oh, you're a bleacher, bruh. God damn.
They're on that right now.
Alright, Maji. Based on her appearance, though, how much did I rate her?
I give her 1.
Eh?
1.
No, I said based on her appearance.
You said 1.
1. O-N-E. 1.
Alright, cool. Based on his appearance, what do you think about it?
Well, I don't like bleacher, man. You know, you should be proud of your skin complexion. Be proud of who you are, a black woman, a black person. So I give you a -0.
What? Jesus Christ. What do we have to say about that? I'm sorry, ma'am. A -0?
Man, sit your dumb ass down.
Oh, God damn it.
1 car base.
Bleach free.
Alright. Your name?
Nash.
Why you pop the balloon?
You're just not my speed.
Understandable.
I have not, nothing more, nothing less. Is it?
Alright, so based on her appearance, though, what do you think about it? How much did I rate it from 1 to 10?
I don't rate it. 0. 0. 0, yeah.
You rate, alright, so appearance get as
100% 0. Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Yeah.
Alright, based on Nash appearance, what do you think about him? Would he have gotten your number?
He looks a little. No, he wouldn't have. I don't like tattoos. And
You're capping, bro.
I don't like tattoos.
You're capping. If I give you a 10,
Why would
you
I
would've-
cap?
Because if I give you a 10, you would be like, oh,
I
yeah,
wouldn't have. You're
brr.
short. You're
I'm
light.
short,
You're short.
I'm
You're
seeing-
light. I could
what do
body you.
So you cannot what?
Body you all day, every day.
That's light, man. That's light. I'm not even
-5.
She just, I'm not gonna entertain it. You see it? Let her
We
believe
could
what she
move
wants.
on. We don't want to entertain you either.
Delulu.
I'm getting rich.
Shout out to Ultimate Support with the $5 super chat. Ultimate Support says, I got timed out for making a joke. Shake my head. Nasty work. Sensitive LT. That's from Sensitive Gird. Hey, yo. Bro, I ain't time you out. I ain't time out shit. I'm running the show. If one of the mods timed you out, they just wanted to say
Shut your bitch ass up before I get to talking shit about you.
they didn't appreciate the joke, sir. They didn't appreciate the joke. It's not my fault. It is what it is, bruh. Thanks for the 5. I really don't know. I really don't understand what you want from this, sir. But thank you for the 5. It's just a time up, bro. You'll be back after the time.
Definition, Delulu. Yeah.
All right. Respect.
No, bro. Man, I tell her for calm down.
Yeah, calm down.
Man, I tell her for.
Like you're holding your nutsack like you have some STD.
That was okay. First of all.
Yeah, let it go. Let it breathe.
Okay. Your name?
STD, shut up. You look like you're sick.
For me, like, I don't see nothing wrong with her still.
Thank you.
You see me?
Like you're fucking.
She come out and fleek.
Your shoes look like they need a little clean up.
Look like
Your face looks like it needs a little clean up. Stop being nice, little boy. Go walk with Grace.
You're dirty.
How about you walk with Grace?
You're dirty.
Anyways.
You're just trying to look.
Okay, all right, listen. Just go. You got what you wanted, TV fame, right? Like, real, go. Like, what do you want me to body you? Don't play with me, nigga.
No, I'm the fuck.
You wanted TV fame, right? Like, real, go. Like, what do you want me to body you?
You're a victim.
Here we go, CSI.
You look waste. You're just trying to look.
Okay, all right, listen. Just go. You got what you wanted, TV fame, right? Like, real, go. Like, what do you want me to body you? Don't play with me, nigga.
No, I'm not.
Yo, whoa.
And now the show over. Jesus Christ.
Go to jail, you son of a bitch! All right, hold him there. You go to jail!
Now this is the problem, man. These goddamn violent moments for the clout. Folks acting the goddamn fool on a Pop the Balloon show. This is filthy work out here. I ain't standing behind this behavior. Get her the fuck out of here. That's the problem with these folks. They want to get violent and shit over comments. Folks are saying the most to go viral. This is Pop the Balloon, especially this version. I don't know what type of version this is. I don't know what y'all be doing. This is an embarrassment, bro. This is a Jamaican version in Toronto. I feel attacked, bro.
You're a victim. Here we go, CSI.
And it's this trash. What are we doing out here, bro? What?
Whoa.
No part of the game is that cool, where you just have folks getting assaulted on air. That's crazy.
Why you da fling my mic? Why you da fling my mic?
Me no know it's clicking. So the mic good? Yo, calm him down, please. Which pass? Jeez.
Yo, what is going on?
Yeah, hear that mic? Oh man, you fling the mic. Toronto no owe me a mic. Yeah, you're not hear this dog. You're not. Alright, so watching the people, we have to end the video right now. Me not even me not remember no dog. I don't me tell you. My brain, dog.
The problem is folks act like women like this don't exist. And folks are crazy, but the problem is we don't complain about them. We stay the fuck away from women like this. We don't sit around complaining about the women that we're not interested in. That is the problem. Folks will see a video like this and be like, you know what? I'm getting my passport, bruh. These women are crazy. And I'm like, do you see the way the men and the women are interacting on the Pop the Balloon show? This version? This is not a normal interaction. Folks are not shitting on each other for sport in a regular everyday setting. This is internet fuckery.
Oh, love. That man, yeah. Him good. He catch him, man, ask if the
Yo, fuck. This man is dumbfounded right now. And the thing is, they don't even have to be acting this way because the Pop the Balloon Jamaican edition gets hundreds of thousands of views every episode. This one, they came one episode in Toronto and this is what happened. I don't know who they brought out. Some of y'all asked if I know anybody in this video. I don't know anybody in this video. I know none of these participants. I've never seen these folks in my goddamn life, and I'm outside.
Dre.
Wait. So she never made contact.
Dre.
The mic just flipped up. She actually never made contact with the man. It looked like she bucked him in the face with the mic at first, but she made no contact. So yeah, it's different, man.
Big up, my G. They say, Narcos, October the 18th.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, we catch you. No, you have to make me laugh, cause in a state like this. Yo, Toronto owe me a mic.
Toronto owe you a mic?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I forget a mic, man.
I forget a mic and enough money for you.
See, after Narcos, October 18th, a national event venue, I have a mic for you. TJ, I come perform, you know?
Yeah.
Jamal, you know?
Vanessa Bling too. I promote. Yo, alright, big up on yourself. T that, you don't know. Love.
Men
What's your name?
Now, this is a normal Pop the Balloon. This is an American version. This is the standard. This is the top content creator that does the Pop the Balloon. This episode right here is egregious. And this is why people are like, bro, get your passports. From this episode, I'm like, bro, this, once again, this is entertainment, bro. What are y'all doing? The women in this episode, they're tripping. They're calling niggas short kings when they're 6'2". I'm like, hey, yo, what's going on, bro? I'll be miniature in this line then. They be shitting on me. What are we doing out here?
My name's Brian. Tiffany, what do you do? I'm an exotic dancer, but I use my exotic dancer funds to invest in my business ventures.
That is the main question. Why are we watching dating shows? Because folks are using these dating shows to say women are tripping in America. Get your passport, bro. Become a passport, bro. Have you seen the comments under this comment section? Because some of the women were actually tripping about height, they're all in the highest heels possible, talking about these guys are short kings when they're all 6 foot plus. So a lot of them were tripping. But this is entertainment. It's motherfucking entertainment. What is wrong with folks? Please go outside, folks. Please go outside.
I have a podcast. I sell rolling trays and, custom rolling tray sets. And I also sell lash.
But you're just kind of short for me, but you're very handsome.
All due respect, shut the hell up. I want to hear that.
Now, ma'am, you are tall as shit. Short for... And you know what? It is what it is, man. This is why men were so pissed off in the comment section talking about all these short kings and they're 6 foot. It's like, you're tall already and you're in heels. This is a crazy take to say he's short. He may be short for you, which is correct, but Jesus Christ, man.
Thank you.
5'1", saying it's the height.
Oh, yes, the camera loves your nastiness.
This is the problem. This is the problem because when you go outside and bro, I'm 5'10". I am 5'10" proudly. I don't give a fuck. I'm not insecure about my height. I'm 5'10". When you go outside, height doesn't affect you. I have not ever been like, ooh, I'm gonna pass over him because of the height. I'm like, this is the internet reinforcing dumbass standards. Dumbass standards. That's what it does. He's 6 foot, this girl's 5'1", talking about the height. And that's why all these guys are going out there and they're believing the sauce. They're getting operations where they're getting rods put in their legs to become taller because they're insecure about their height. That is the problem. This is the internet goofiness. Folks see shit like this in a dating show and think it's reality. It's crazy.
Just maybe because I have heels on, maybe I feel a little taller, but yeah. Okay.
And a lot of the time, it comes down to this. They're just not interested. They hear somebody else make an excuse about height, and that's what they go to. It's just an excuse. They're not interested. That's what the show does. Oh, why are you not interested? They're not trying to be so damn disrespectful like that first one we seen. Now, that first Pop the Balloons, the Jamaican edition, where they're just outright telling the truth. This shit sounds disrespectful as shit why they're not interested. They're trying to be a little more light with it, so they're making any goddamn excuse. And folks see this type of stuff and be like, you know what? This is the landscape. This is what we're dealing with. Grab our passports. And it's like, bro, what are we doing out here? This is entertainment. Of course, women like tall men, or they like men that are taller than them in general. But it's not over. It's the way they act like it is in media is ridiculous, bro. Like, please live life, folks.
So now is she someone that's your type?
Definitely, yeah. Beautiful.
Thank you.
This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about.
Survey said.
This is entertainment. This is media. This gets hundreds of thousands of views in the format that it is watched in. That's what it is. It's entertainment, bruh. Go outside, please.
Okay, let's head on back. And we got...
I'm getting rich.
Shout out to Ultimate Support with the $2 super chat. He says, Cap, you're a 5'1" LT, and I'm still fucking your bitch.
Oh my God! You're a victim. Here we go, CSI.
5'1" jumping in that pussy.
Oh my God!
Yeah. Now is Tara someone that's your type?
Shout out to Ultimate Support with the $2 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
All right, so bro says my bitch 300 pounds, not a flex. Now I'm confused. Why did you offer that information if it's not a flex?
You're a victim. Here we go, CSI.
I really don't understand that. Oh, because I'm fucking your bitch? It's not my bitch. We ain't cuffing the fatty. That's Lee, you're right. Fat chicks need love too.
Giggity giggity. Giggity goo. Stick around.
You do.
I'm a healthcare consultant.
And where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, I see myself continuing in my career.
I'm getting rich.
Shout out to Jay the Informant with the $2 super chat. Probably why his name is Ultimate Support. Yeah, he was Sensitive Gerd.
God damn.
Stick together.
Pause. That was his name before he got timed out. Now he's Ultimate Support, bro. Like, Ultimate Support.
Right there, though. Oh my God, bro. Is dick riding all you do?
No, I'm
like
saying
you literally got that nigga dick in your mouth right now. I see it.
Jesus Christ. Shout out to Jay the Informant with the $2.
Career, utilizing my master's degree, a homeowner, in a serious relationship, preferably married, and continuing traveling, spending time with my family, building a life with my partner.
Hear the balloons just pop consecutively like that. That shit is just like, holy shit. Like, you must be like a deer in headlights up there when you see all those balloon pops as a man trying to date these women. Like that, yo, stay away from these goddamn dating shows, bro. If you want any confidence remaining, bro, like, what is going on with these folks?
My name is Tavarius.
Tavarius, how old are you?
I'm 29.
And what do you do?
I actually am on tour for PBS Children's Story.
Oh, like you write children's books
Yeah,
or?
I have an animation company that I started when I was 21 years old.
Nice.
And then it's basically about my childhood and teaching young black boys that black dads do care.
Wow, I love that. Oh, okay.
Okay. Cool story. Shout out to Ultimate Support with the $5 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
Ultimate Support says, woman, I like my man tall. Man, I'm 7 foot. Woman, taller.
God damn.
Well, shout out to Ultimate Support with the $2 super chat. Shout out to Random University with the $2 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
Random University said, when did they start checking heights at the DMV?
God damn.
I don't know, man. I think that guy just winging it with that one. I think he just know, like, why? If you're 6 foot and you've been 6 foot since you stopped growing at age 21, why are you checking your height now?
God damn.
It seemed like a convenient fabrication.
It's a total fabrication.
But you know, at the end of the day, he probably knows he's 6 feet tall. But I don't know, man. That was a weird one. Shout out to Random University with the $2. Whoops, wrong one.
Okay. Now, what are some things you like to do for fun?
So I have
5'11" in heels. He's 6'2", so he says, "It's."
Oh man, she asked for it. I'll hand it to you.
Thank you. Okay, we'll be
I
back.
like spoiling my lady, man.
I'm getting rich.
Shout out to Random University with the $2 super chat. NFL tried to convince us Bryce Young was 6 foot once. This is the problem. When it comes to professional sports, NFL, the NBA lies more than the NFL. The NFL players be juicing their height all the goddamn time, especially quarterbacks. Quarterbacks do not want to be seen as short because it ruins their draft stock. So quarterbacks be lying about their height like crazy. But the NBA, Bronny was supposed to be set at 6'3" to try to improve his draft stock. When he got measured, he was 6'1".
God damn.
It's like, men lie about their height a lot. So that's why it was kind of, for me, I was like, I don't know if these niggas is telling the truth or these girls are just seeing things wrong in their heels. It was kind of hard to tell at first. Dan, look at how these women are dressed. They're dressed like they'll be going out to the club or something, going out somewhere nice, going out to a restaurant, going out on a date. Generally, when you come in as a man in these dating shows, you're supposed to be dressed as if you're going out somewhere. So when they look at your fit, it's not just like, oh, I'm just judging an outfit in a vacuum. This is what you prepared to look nice as, and this is the way you came looking. It's like you didn't even have a belt, bruh. It's like at that point, it's like this is what the standard is when you're trying to dress, and women be like, oh, so this is what I'm being seen with on a daily? Hell nah. That's what it comes down to. And these are dating shows online. You ain't trying to look like a goddamn goofy.
All right.
The way
I do
that
work
you,
out. You feel me?
yeah,
I do.
like, and we
Yeah.
can tell, and it would have shown in
Yeah.
anything,
Got
honestly.
you.
And I love everything that you said.
Got
So
you.
you
I gotta
are.
cancel my friends. They told me to wear this.
Yeah, that was
with my grandmother, so I understand.
I'm
You
a
also
grandma's
work out.
baby. I'm a
Yeah,
grandma's baby.
so am
That's
I.
like my mama.
She's on my screensaver.
Yeah.
Yes. I think you look great. Just initially, I wasn't initially attracted. I didn't want to immediately pop.
Yeah.
I wanted you to have the platform to be able to speak and give a little background about yourself. It's just a small group of women. Your woman might not be here, but there's plenty of millions of women watching. But she might be here.
For sure.
Please
So,
stop.
For sure.
I'm rooting for you.
Please stop.
For sure. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Let's head on back to our.
I think that's the worst. You're giving him this pep talk. Oh, you'll be great. Don't worry. Someone's around the corner. Like he's just some sad victim. Like more kids, but you want to be married first.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Let's go ahead and bring out our next single guy. Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
This is the problem, though. This is why folks see shit like this, and this gives people the ammo that they need, the confirmation bias by watching entertainment, which is not reality. It's not reality. And then they're like, oh, well, actually, this is reality entertainment, but it's still not what you go outside and deal with. They use things like this, like get your passports, bro. Everyone popped the balloon except the single mother, and she wants to get married, but she already had kids, so you have to take care of those kids and then marry her to have more kids. That's what they use. They use talking points like this to be like, get your passport, bro. Get your passport. If you're staying in America,
you're a victim. There we go. CSI.
These guys are calling folks that stay in America and handle their business the right way plantation bros, while they go to Colombia and pay for the pussy.
I pay for the pussy, okay.
And then they laugh at folks and say they're living it up.
While you are miserable.
And they use things like this as justification. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Name?
My name is Anthony.
Anthony, how old are you?
I'm 29.
And what do you do?
I'm an entrepreneur, and I also work for a family business.
Okay, very cool. What are some things you like to do for fun?
Exactly. This is my point, though. You can't just bring in a miscellaneous roster of niggas and expect women to just take them like it's a participation trophy thing. Like, oh, you're supposed to sign up for somebody you don't like. Like, nah. That's why you hear a lot of them repeating the same answers as it pertains to why did you reject them. These guys are all over 6 feet. They hear one person say, oh, he's short. The rest of them just go, oh, wait, it's a short thing. It's a height thing. They're just making excuses. It's the format of the show. People are always feeling awkward where they have to tell the truth of why they don't like somebody. They don't want to be like, you ugly as fuck. Nobody wants to say that shit unless you're in the Jamaican one. Then they don't give a fuck. They're telling you about yourself.
I'm a bowler. I also like to hoop, and so I'm a competitor. So I also like to play, I would say, let's say skating. Yeah.
Skating, okay.
I'm a skater.
And now, what are some things you look for in a woman?
I look for a woman that's humble, that's down to earth. Also a woman that's going to support me in the things that I do. And I also look for a woman that's going to, I would say that's ambitious, has her own goals.
Okay, now what are some deal breakers?
A deal breaker is a woman that's disrespectful, a woman that's argumentative, and a woman that's not ambitious.
Okay, all right. So we did get a couple of pop balloons. Let's go on over there and see why they ended up popping. Let's start over here with your name and age.
Ishan, I'm 28 years old.
Definitely not, bro. Definitely not. I'm 5'10", bro. Short is not a trigger for me. I do not give a shit. Maybe if I wasn't getting no bitches and I was one of these niggas complaining, I'll use it as an excuse because I hear all these things. Oh, 6'5", getting bitch. Man, come on, man. That's an excuse that the internet, these guys don't want to be accountable. So they always want to make an excuse. Oh, I'm 5'6". I need to get surgery to become taller. Then I can get women. It's like, bro, it's not your height. It's you, bro. Of course, women like taller men, but it's not the end all be all. You're using it as an excuse for your ineptitude in that field. It is what it is.
Okay. And Ish, why did you end up popping your balloon?
You seem like a great young man. It was just the initial attraction.
Okay. Now, was there anything specific?
His face. I mean, yeah.
Okay. So now, is Ish someone that's your type?
Absolutely. I like this race. I like doing it.
If there's any advice that I can give anybody, which they most likely, you should probably not need this advice. Women like confident dudes. They like confident men. Whatever height, whoever the fuck you are, be confident in who the hell you are and stand on that shit and stand on business. That's a problem. A lot of these guys are insecure dweebs, and it shows. Women don't like the insecurity just seeping off of you. It's filthy work.
Shoes she got on,
Thank
and
you.
hair is pretty nice.
Thank you.
I'm telling y'all, it's an overstated thing on the internet to make these guys feel even dustier than they are. Make them feel like they need another nigga on the internet to tell them how to be a masculine man so they can pay them 24/7, sign up for their Patreon, sign up for their membership, pay this nigga 24/7. That's what it comes down to. Folks are selling a dream, blaming the other sex, saying it's the women's fault. Look at these black women, look what they're doing. Become a passport, bro. Like, come on, man. Media, there's a lot of cap in the media.
Let's go to our next lady here. Your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
Hey, I'm Tara. I'm 24 years old, and I think it was just off initial attraction, and maybe the outfit a little bit. I don't think I would have put those shoes with those pants, but yeah, I think that's it.
So what shoes would you put with the pants?
So which one would you rather have, the shoes or the pants?
I'd rather have the pants.
The pants?
Not gonna lie.
Okay, so maybe something a little dressier, because those are more like...
I'm going to keep it a stack with y'all. I said this for years. You can go back to all of my old footage and see that I've been very consistent when it comes to shitting on dating shows and shitting on dating apps. You are not getting the best. You are getting the worst. They're sending their worst. They're sending their rapists, their villains, their... No, I'm playing. I'm playing about that. But really and truly, you're not getting the worst on the market when you're dealing with dating shows and dating apps. If you're on a dating app, you're getting people that just want to fuck. You're getting the bottom of the barrel. When it comes to dating shows, you're getting people that are unsuccessful for a bevy of reasons, and you see why. You're dating the worst, bruh. You're dating the worst. So I don't use this as a standard for anything. This is not a litmus test for anything.
Like kind of casual. Yeah.
So not loafers.
Not those kind. But yeah, like you're very handsome and well spoken. So
I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Now, is she someone that's your type?
Absolutely. She's pretty. She's very beautiful. I love the dress. And
thank you.
Yeah, I like
Somebody didn't like it earlier.
All right, let's go to our next lady. If we can have your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
Renee, I'm 25, and I pop because basically the height. I like my men a little taller than me, so
okay,
taller than me completely. I want to be looking up to you.
How tall are you?
5'11".
Okay.
So yeah.
How tall do you think I am?
I think you're probably about my height, 5'11", maybe.
Nah.
See, and this is where the delusion sets in. Oh, this is still on the screen? This is where the delusion sets in. How do you think that he's your height while you're wearing heels and he's still slightly taller than you? This is where you're lost, ma'am.
I want to be looking up to you.
How tall are you?
5'11".
Okay.
So yeah.
How tall do you think I am?
I think you're probably about my height, 5'11", maybe.
Nah.
This was key. This moment right here was key to understand the delusion of the folks in this the show. At first, I was like, who is wrong? I'm like, are the guys lying about their height, or are the women not able to perceive the men's height properly while in their heels? This was evidence that they're not able to perceive height properly while in their heels. This is weird. This is not reality. Again, I gotta say this is not reality. This is a dating show.
Oh no, he's definitely like 6'3".
For sure.
Wait,
For sure.
6'3"?
For sure.
Okay, well, yeah.
For sure.
But still, I like them just a little taller.
Sure.
But other than that, you're very handsome.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
No, she's someone that's your type, and I should just called you short, but let's see.
It's all good. But I would have to say no. I would have to say no.
And why not?
Just initial attraction. Yeah.
Let's head on over here. If we can have your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
Hi, I'm Dee. I'm 27.
How you doing?
I'm well. I popped because I'm not attracted to you.
Understood.
So sorry. You're good looking. I love your outfit.
She's the only one that kept it a stack.
Okay.
Understood.
Look, he's so understanding. Now, is she
Well, I can't say she's the only one, but she kept it real here. She's just like, man, it is what it is.
someone that's your type?
I'd say yeah. I love me a dark skinned woman.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's go over here. If we can have your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
Hi, my name is Kamina. I'm 27 years
How you
old.
doing?
Hi, I popped my balloon with the argumentative thing. I feel like every relationship, people have disagreement. Like, I wouldn't say argumentative because.
All right. This right here stood out to me as a red flag and a complete problem. He says, she asked him, what doesn't he like in a woman? He said somebody that is disrespectful and argumentative. For that to raise an antenna in your head to be like, oh, well, that's an issue is a complete issue. That is if you doesn't like somebody that's disrespectful and argumentative, why are you nitpicking that? That shows that you kind of fit the mold. Why would you do that to yourself?
I'm 27 years
How you
old.
doing?
Hi, I popped my balloon with the argumentative thing. I feel like every relationship, people have disagreement. Like, I wouldn't say argumentative because I know sometimes, like, I have my opinions about stuff, and I don't know if you'll take it like that. So I don't know about that comment, to be honest.
Want to elaborate?
When I say argumentative, it's like you want to go back and forth, like you want to be right. I'm looking for a woman that wants to get the problem solved. Like, we're here for each other. We're not here to make each other, like, I'm right and you're wrong. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
That's what everybody means when they say they don't want somebody that's argumentative, because it's literally just arguing for no reason. You just want to argue. You wake up and that's what makes you wet. Just arguing, getting that. I don't get that, man. There is women that are rap like that. I stay the fuck away from them type of chicks. I don't recommend folks, because that's a problem. When folks get around women like that too long, they end up in the manosphere, the red pill space, and they grab their passport. Like, oh my God, all women are these ways. It's like, no, you stayed in communication with one for too long, and that colored your perspective on women now. Like, you got to stay the hell away from women that just want to argue for no fucking reason and want to be disrespectful.
What I was looking for.
That's understandable.
Let's go over here. We can have your name and
She got the meaning. She understood. So I wouldn't say that when she first said that she had a gripe with that issue, I was like, yikes. But the fact that she took it, she understood it, and she moved on, she doesn't seem like she's the type to beat a point down to death.
I've seen him do it.
Shout out to Ultimate Support with the $5 super chat. Ultimate Support says they should wait, what? They should make them come on with no weave or makeup and see how the show goes. Why would you do that? Why in the hell would they do that? Do they live their normal life going out to dates and going out places with no weave, no makeup? Why would they do that, bruh? Come on, man.
God damn. I just didn't feel like a spark, you know? Yeah.
So what are you looking for?
What am I looking for?
You don't even know.
Somebody I'm attracted. No, I was gonna say somebody I'm attracted to. But yeah.
So,
do y'all like women with absolutely no makeup, no weave, no extensions, no feminine care? Like, why? I don't know why men campaign for that. That is that is full zest mode, bruh. Like, y'all campaign for women to be like men. You just want a woman to just show up like you do. No makeup, no hair extensions, just plain, and like, I don't understand that. Y'all complain about femininity or a lack thereof, and then when you see a woman getting her feminine care on, y'all complain about that. I don't even understand that.
Is she your type?
No.
Okay. Why not?
I understand the overwhelming loads of makeup where a woman's face is completely caked up and you don't know what it actually looks like because they changed their face through their makeup. I understand those sentiments, but completely, like, I don't know, man. It's different.
Because she doesn't know what she wants.
I do. I just don't want to be mean.
Makeup isn't feminine, so you put on makeup. Since it's so masculine for you, bro. Like, what the fuck?
I don't
You don't have to.
You don't have to be mean to tell someone the truth.
Be honest.
Well, yeah, I just don't. I'm not attracted to, like, yeah, your
My face?
Yeah.
Understood.
But I really like your energy.
I appreciate that.
Let's go on over here.
Oh my God, we have one of them. Bro, this is, Ultimate Gerd, this is why you're a Floyd supporter. You guys really need some help, bro. You have to understand there's something in life called double standards. There's something in life called double standards. We celebrate them for us when they favor us, and then when they don't favor us, all of a sudden,
You're a victim. Here we go, CSI.
I don't understand this. It's because they complain about guys' looks, but they look just like the guys without all that stuff. Bro, come on, man. Come on, man.
Your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
Hello, I'm Kia, 29.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm good.
So I won't copy and paste the initial attraction.
Show me something different.
Of course, what you wake up to is important. You don't want a woman to look terrible without any products on, like when you wake up to her natural form. But when women go out and they go out to impress, why would you ever shame them when they have their makeup on, when they're dressed the best way, when they have hair extensions, weaves, or any of the sort? Does this rhetoric only apply to black women, or is it all women? Because it seems like I only hear this type of shit when we're talking about black women. Oh, they shouldn't be wearing makeup and accessories and stuff. It's like all women wear that shit. What do you guys want to date, man? Like, I really don't understand this. I really don't understand it.
I will say I didn't get like the butterflies. You know, you deserve for someone to be all over you when they first see you.
I like your answer.
So that's why. But you look like one of those Egyptian sculptures. Yeah, you do. You do.
Understood.
Do any of these women look like a dude wearing weave? Like, that's where the misconception comes in. Like, that's where the black hate comes in. Oh, women that wear weaves. Like I don't understand that. Like, I really don't understand that.
Yeah.
All right. Now, she's someone that's your type?
Absolutely. I like what she got going on. Love the dress. Love the shoes. And love what you put together.
Oh,
definitely did.
All right, so that is it. There's a lot more in that episode, but I'm not reacting to that entire episode of Pop the Balloon. Y'all can go watch that on, what is that lady's name? Arnett, I think that's what her name is. If y'all want to watch the Pop the Balloon and all them shits. But yeah, man, some of the men are just jealous they can't wear makeup. Listen, there's a video that Tree put out. I don't know how true it is. I don't know how true it is in relation to Myron's hair. I'm not a hair specialist as it pertains to men putting on glued wigs and shit like that, or the hair surgeries. The video that she put out was really compelling, though. And it does seem, I don't know, man. I got to look into that. It was very compelling. Tree put out a video about Myron and his hair hats. Like, he's wearing a hair hat, too. He didn't actually have the surgery procedure. And I was like, what? This nigga wearing a weave, too? So I'm like, wait, what's going on? So I got to look into that video to see the particulars and things that she said in that video, to comb over that again. Might have to react to that. I don't know how true that is. But Tree is onto something. And when Tree calls out Myron, a lot of the time she be right about the things she says. Going back into this video that we watched initially with this dude talking shit about black women, talking about he's not attracted to them and blah, blah, blah. He becomes a passport bro. Going back to this video. When I've seen this video, I'm like, yo, Tree is right. Not Tree, my bad. Tree is right, though, on a lot of things. Six is right. Remember what Six said about the zesty folk? These folks really be in the closet and they use their disdain for black women.
Argument a little bit, because most people might go agree with what you said. Now, you said a little bit longer when I find the right black woman, right? Mm-hmm. So to kind of jump off of that, it shouldn't be when I have to find. That just goes to show that it's more than none that have those childlike behaviors. It's going to be hard to find that, because most of them, in my experience, not just from my experience, from seeing it with friends, working with black women, meeting black women that my dad know, friends know, their girlfriends or ex-girlfriends, most of them typically have those behaviors and act the way that they act.
He talked about behaviors, mannerisms. It's like, bro, do you not like women? You see your friends with black women, your dad with black women, everybody around you is with black women except you, and you have a level of disdain for them based on the way they're acting, but all these guys are still picking them. So yeah, does this passport bro shit come with this customary dusty red polo?
I've seen him do it.
You get that Floyd hand-me-down polo as soon as you become a passport bro? What's going on?
When I meet them.
All right, so in closing, what would you want to say? Give me about 10, 15 seconds.
It's not even a polo. The fuck is this brand, bruh? The hell is that?
Clothing.
Yeah. What would you like to say to end this part 2?
Well,
because we're not doing a part 3 now.
Yeah. I don't have much more to say unless somebody comes with some ridiculous comment, which it hasn't been anything I haven't expected. I already expected who hurt him.
Bro, look at your belt, bro. What are we doing out here?
Does his parents know he thinks like this? Yes. Mom, dad, grandpa, aunts, they all know. They all agree. They know it themselves. They're embarrassed, just like I am. Our sisters shouldn't be behaving the way they behave.
Do you think that our brothers should be behaving the way that behave? You generally see there's an archetype when it comes to these dudes. They're dudes that reject the culture that they're a part of. They're not actually a part of their culture. It's like they want to be a part of a different culture. They're generally square nerds with tucked in shirts and belts that look like this. They generally don't have much experience with black women but want to speak on black women. It's just a bunch of hurt folks that were rejected for years, because that's what that kind of says. This is indicative of somebody that wanted to partake in the activities that he's seen, because he's talking about he's seen friends, uncles, father, everybody's with black women, but you have not dated a single black woman. And you're talking about their mannerisms and X, Y, and Z. Were you rejected, hurt, or zesty? You got to pick one of them, because it seems like it's fitting the mold, bruh. It's fitting the mold. And the problem is, you want to talk about women being unbecoming, and this is what's going on with our sisters. When you have constantly a bunch of rejected, dusty black men coming up on air talking shit and talking down on black women, what do you think that does for the outlook of black men? Do you think we look at that favorably? Like that is something that we should be campaigning for, championing? Talking about, yeah, you're right, brother, you did the work. I'm like, no, the fuck you didn't, nigga. You complaining and bitching. What part of this is masculine? These folks are lost, man. These folks are lost. And as we seen with Floyd, he tried to deny the shit. He tried to deny it, but he got caught with a potential minor.
No.
This is what they're signing up for. They're complaining about the dating scene, and they're using the media as the top proponent to base it off of. And then they're going to Colombia and paying for minors. Like, what are we doing out here? This is a child, bro.
One, okay. She's 18. She's 18. 18. So she's grown, guys. Don't worry.
You asked this guy to check ID. Oh, y'all are hating. Why you hating? But that's what you said you do. You check IDs. So you're going out here seeing these girls that look like minors, telling you that they're 18, not substantiating it with ID. You're just taking their word. And then if someone says something else, they're a hater. You see it, Slim Creeper in the chat. In America, they'll call him a predator. Facts.
Yeah, and that's what's important. So
you see that? The red polo, man. It all comes with he got the Nike polo, but that's what it comes, standard edition, Passport Bro red polo, man.
Where's her ID?
It's the starter kit, man.
Identification card. ID card? She's ID card. ID card. Man, why y'all hating on me, bro? Why y'all hating?
We hating. Man asked for ID. Why y'all hating?
Survey said.
Oh, hell no. That's a big ass roach. Oh no. Oh, hell fucking no, bro. No wonder it was making that sound. I got my bug spray, right? Please tell me I got my bug spray. Hit the super chat. We are going to ban people today. So we are getting rid of all you guys. So if you want to come out and be disrespectful, you got to go. Just hating. No, you can't be that. That's hypocritical. Yeah. Just hating. I'm going to translate that to see what that says.
Man, we're gonna wrap this show up. We got a lot to speak about, man. We reacted to this in the earlier portion of the video. If you missed it, hit that rewind button. Again! We out. Yeah.
13. So yeah, that's what. Flamingo, see, yes, flamingo. Oh my God. What is flamingo? Yeah.
Come on out, you rapist!